Hello everyone and welcome back to Mentos Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth Episode 3. I am quickly realizing that doing these Rebirth runs is gonna make it a little bit more difficult to get a video out per day, 6 days a week. With FTL, with a lot of the games I played, it was very simple to cut them into 30-minute segments. And that made it so that I could, have a couple videos from one run. Isaac, I don't feel lends itself very well to cutting a run in half. If we had cut that run, the first run of this week in half, it would have ended up being, a lot less triumphant when that victory came. We got that Tammy's head that gave us the win. I think if I keep with this series long term, I will probably try to work some other stuff in as well. But I don't know if I can get this up 6 days a week, just because with each run, generally taking 45 minutes an hour, it's a lot harder to get that full thing out when I have other obligations as well. Regardless, we are going to start up an Eden run. Instead of doing a random character, let's go with the randomized character. So we start with Undefined, Roundworm, which I kind of want to get rid of, and Spider Baby. Let's come into this curse room. Oh god, the bomb. That worked out well though. Got a couple of pills as well. Full health, okay. And Pretty Fly, that was actually a very good curse room. I'm very tempted to get rid of Roundworm because, as you can see, it's making it very hard to actually hit enemies, which is not necessarily a good thing. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get rid of that here. I'm gonna head into the item room. We find Rainbow Baby. Then I'm going to take a risk, and we're going to use Undefined, which took us to the I Am Error room like I thought it might. Let's get a AAA battery here. Yeah, let's get Trickle Charge. So we're going to lose out on one boss room there by using Undefined like we did. But we did get, I think, a better item than we would have gotten out of the boss room. The Shielded Tears are going to be a big help. A little bit of stupid damage on that one. We will wait on that curse room for now. I do love me some Shielded Tears. We have bombs, so let's get this Tinted Rock. That could give us a Spirit Heart, give us a better chance of getting a deal with the devil. Or, Fate, Flight, and an Eternal Heart. We need to be careful not to get hit now, because we don't want to lose that Eternal Heart. But we are flying as well, so I think that was worth a key, even if it ends up meaning that we can't go to our item room, which is unlikely. I don't think that we'll be in a position where you won't get another key on this floor. But we could also use Undefined again. That could teleport us to the item room. Be careful not to get hit. We want to save this Eternal Heart. We want to have it for the next floor down. The Flight helps with that. It really does. There's a Black Heart. That's going to help even more. This chest has a half red heart, doesn't help us at all. Let's go fight our boss. It's Pin. Pin we won't get hit on unless I play very stupidly. I maintain that Pin is one of the easiest bosses to beat without getting hit. And we will get, of course, an Undefined charge just naturally through rooms cleared before we leave this floor, most likely. And we also have a battery, so we can actually use it twice on this floor, which could mean, getting to a free item room if we don't get a key, as well as getting a there's our deal with the devil. We got the belt for speed up. You know what, let's nothing in here really interests me that much, so let's leave it behind, and we'll see if maybe we can get some deals with the angel going on. We're gonna look for a key before we go to use this Undefined, because we would like to get the item room before we teleport away from the floor if we end up with an I Am Error room. Our spiders are doing good work for us. Of course, I would like to get a goat head to encourage the angel rooms even more. I think a lot of the items I have to collect still that I have unlocked are angel room items. I have very, very seldom actually gone to an angel room. And try something here. Oh, that didn't work out that well, but worked out fine in the long run. There we go. We ended up with the same amount of health as we went in with, and we managed to escape. Stigmata, HP, and damage up is good. Use Undefined once. We get to the secret room, which has 2 keys. We're going to walk back out, grab this battery, use Undefined again. Shook us into the item room, so we could have gotten in there without using the key, but oh well. Wasn't worth the risk necessarily. And let's head down to the next floor. We're going to have 5 red hearts, a black heart, and we're going to be in decent shape. We've got a decent suite of items so far. You know, picking up that flight was a very big helper. We can hang out over this pit here for these spiders. Make very sure we don't take damage. Although, they are really not cooperating with my aiming. There we go. Range up, not going to complain about that. Of course, the thing that you want most when you have shielded tiers is piercing tiers. Because otherwise, enemy shots shield yours as well. You know, that's kind of the trade-off that you've got going on, is that you shield yourself from enemy shots by, you know, your shots blocking them, but their shots block yours as well. And that means that for enemies that fire a lot of projectiles, especially late-game bosses like Isaac, like Mom's Heart, it can be relatively difficult to actually hit them because most of your shots are being blocked by the shots they're blocking. If you get piercing tiers, that doesn't matter anymore because your shots are going to go right through. So that is one thing we're going to be on the lookout for, either Sagittarius or Cupid's Arrow, if not, you know, a Brimstone Mom's Knife, something like that. And there are other options too. Let's go ahead and use stars right away. The Wafer. The Wafer is one of the best items in the game. We can never take more than 1/2 heart damage now, which is, of course, a wonderful, wonderful thing to have. Question is, should we play a little bit risky and use Undefined now? I'm going to vote yes. I am Error Room. Okay, well, we got a battery so we can teleport away. We got a Haglaz Room, that's not going to help us. Another range uphill, a couple of bombs, a couple of Spirit Hearts, a Black Heart, Guppy's Paw, which we aren't going to use, but is a third of Guppy mode. Gold chest with Bob's Rotten Head, also not going to use, but it exists. It's out of the item pool. Key, bomb, Eternal Heart. Teleport away, we land in the item room. This room didn't stay cleared because we teleported away just too soon. My bad. Okay, I'm liking Undefined right now. My favorite item in the game, probably, honestly, is Missing No, which rerolls your run every floor. Similarly, the D4 is really fun to play around with. But, Undefined is pretty nice too. It's kind of like a much more useful version of Teleport. A very, very much more useful version of Teleport. So our hope is that we're going to get another charge built up. Actually, you know what? Another charge wouldn't help us much, because we've already been to the I Am Error Room for this floor. So, I mean, if we go back there, it's literally, I believe, going to be like getting to a Devil Room a second time, where it's just empty. So, we kind of don't want another charge this floor. We want it next floor, and we want to use it when we are willing to leave anything else on the floor behind, because there's no guarantee we get another battery. This is an interesting Eden run. I also didn't check where our damage started out. It seems like it was 2 bars, which isn't bad. You know, the Eden runs where you start with 1 bar of damage can be kind of not so great, but ones where you start with 2 aren't bad. That was really stupid damage to take. I would like to wipe out that fly, thank you. That was stupid. That was much better. I know we didn't need to waste bombs on this guy, but it speeds things up a little bit. Increases the odds of us getting that deal with the angel. Although we probably won't, since we just had a deal on the last floor and we don't have Goat Head. Oh, we did, actually. And we get the body. Okay. I don't want to bond the statues on this run. We could prepare for a Mega Satan fight, and, you know, it might be not a bad idea. but I don't know if it's really what I want to do with this run. Secret room can't be on either of those areas. It could be down here, I think. I haven't checked that other room recently, but I was correct. Chest with a little bit of money, a bomb. That bomb is immediately going to be reinvested into blowing this man up. And we're going to check out our last room over here, which does have a curse room attached to it, which is a plus. I would like to go to the curse room, especially now that we have precedent for deal with the angels. I believe that the curse rooms can start to have angel room items. 2 black hearts we can't carry. Let's teleport out with undefined. And we're going to head to this other room down here. These guys are easy with the range I have. They can't even fire at me from this distance. And I can kill them. So, perfect situation, really. It's another key. We should probably go to the shop, because we can always bomb the donation machine if I need a little bit more money. Especially now that I'm only 2 cents shy. My shots keep getting blocked by these guys. You dick. Okay. I mean, these guys aren't that tough. I did just take some damage to them because I am not a smart man, but they aren't so bad. Then we get one of these guys who can team up with Larry Jr. as a boss in some situations. But he died pretty quickly, and the rest of this room will be cakewalk. If I can actually land some shots. There we go. We get a penny. We're 1 cent shy. And I believe there is at least a penny in here somewhere. There it is. Let's head to our shop and we find battery and map. Now battery could be fun, but we're gonna go with the map. Essentially that's gonna give us a better way to plan out our rooms, know what we're up against on a given floor. So let's use our overlay here. Boss is going to be in the bottom left, almost guaranteed. I'll bet the item room or shop are going to be on the way. Hopefully the item room, since we don't have the money for the shop right now, but these guys could be frustrating to fight from a distance because of shielded tiers, so let's just get up close and personal. There's our item room. Oh, I didn't want to use a black heart to finish that room off. Scapegoat, not a bad item. It's not great either, but the punching bag is going to be a little bit of extra defense for us, as if we don't already have defense off the charts. This is in a way kind of a combination of a tanky run and just a strong in general run. And we aren't doing that much damage, but I don't know how I haven't taken damage on this room, by the way. Pretty Flies have been working hard, I think. There we go. You know what, let's see where Undefined takes us. It takes us to the secret room, which has some golden poop for us. Excellent. That gives us almost enough money to go to the shop. Let's see if we can get enough money. Yes, we can. Shop is now definitely on the table. And I could try to hurry along and get to the boss rush, but I kind of just want to take my time and see how much value Undefined can give us. Oh my god, that spider just jumped across the entire freaking room. Okay, so we got Greed. Greed's not such a bad guy. Greed's not such a bad guy to fight. I'm pretty sure if we could get the soul right now, we would have like the best defense. The soul and the holy mantle. If we could get the two of those, we would have the best defense, I think, physically possible in Rebirth. Holy mantle, of course, would give us one hit that we could take on a room without taking damage. The soul is a brilliantly powerful projectile deterrent that knocks away projectiles out of your direction, and is, I don't know why I just lost focus on the window there, and is hugely powerful. It's almost absurd how much damage you can avoid by way of the Holy Mantle. This is going to be a little bit annoying. We don't have high damage, and this is the spawn Gertie. But if we stand on this side, his spitting fly shouldn't be a big deal. And the other stuff should target the punching bag, for the most part. You can always duck away if those nubs are going to get feisty with us. You have no bombs to speed this up either, I should add. I would love to be able to use a bomb or two right here just to speed things up, get some of these enemies off the screen. But, as things stand, I don't think we're in any risk of taking damage. That was kind of close actually. Okay. No, you don't get to attack me, flies. You don't get to attack me. You attack the punching bag. You attack the punching bag like you're supposed to. I really need to clear out some of the enemies on this room. Oh dear lord, what have I done? Apparently good things, because I don't think I have any chance of taking damage at this point. Except for this guy, who could have been a problem if he had fired at the right time. So, no angel room this time, but we still have some rooms to explore. We're going to get another undefined charge, which could be a deal with the angel room teleport, it could be a I am air room teleport, it could be any number of things, and whatever it is, I will be happy, I think. There's our curse room. We are going to use undefined once we enter the curse room, so that it is completely free for us. At least that is the plan that I have in mind. But at the same time, I would like to explore the remainder of this floor, see what other kind of special rooms there are available. And okay, so nothing over here. I'm gonna take this guy out the easy way. For the most part, these guys aren't that bad to fight, but when you do have shielded tears and no piercing, they can be annoying. I don't know why I went in here when I had the map and I knew there was nothing further than it, but it could have been a drop, I guess. It could have been something decent. My apologies for the frame rate. Whatever it was that stole my focus for a moment there has caused the frame rate to kind of drop a bit since. And nothing of interest over there, so let's go to our curse room. Curse room contains 2 red chests and a stone chest. We'll blow this open. Cursed skull, no thank you. Teleport to the item room, works for me. Let's move on. We have a lot of red health. An absurd amount of red hearts. We are almost at the HP cap in red hearts alone. Which is actually kind of a good thing, you know. There are negatives associated with it too. Getting too high of a count in one type of heart does make it hard to pick up the other types of hearts, which of course does lend itself to some difficulties in terms of if your health drops start being mostly one type of heart that you don't have room for, well, suddenly you're in a more difficult situation in terms of getting your health back than you would be if you had more open space for different types of hearts. But as long as you have 12 health, you're in pretty good shape. I'm gonna try this again. Excellent. Oh, really, Angel Room? Really? You couldn't give me anything worthwhile there? I hate masks and hearts. In fact, I think my punching bag might actually make this room harder because the masks are going to be charging when I don't expect it. But we made it work. What can I use right now? More damage. Again, defensively, we are like borderline on the best defense you could humanly hope for. And I guess if we got a big fan and a guardian angel, then we would be a little bit ahead. But I mean, all things considered, we are in excellent shape for survival. It's killing enemies that we are a little bit in the middling grounds on. I don't know if I would, like, let's put it this way, I would pretty much always take the reroll rooms or the D4 and use them. There is not, I think, ever a point when I would be totally against that, unless I was desperate for a win on something. You know, if I was really pulling, you know, if I was in like the last couple rooms and if I was trying to do a lost run I need to win, and I had the chance to make it happen, and I found an item to reroll everything, I don't know if I would reroll because, you know, there are a lot of items that the lost kind of needs to be productive. But outside of that, where I'm very much looking for one specific character completion, and I need to get a win to do it, I don't know if there's ever a point where I wouldn't reroll the run, but this is one point where I would be like, you know what? I'm kind of sad to see this run go. Anarchist Cookbook, no thank you. Our shop has Super Greed now, of course. We fought Greed last floor, so why not fight Super Greed this floor? There's one thing I miss about Vanilla Isaac, is that you can actually fight Greed in the shop on 2 consecutive floors this time, without one of them being an XL floor. The second one in particular. Because that was the thing, Greed couldn't spawn in 2 consecutive shops in Isaac. The only reason that it would happen is because when you went to an XL floor, it counted as the second floor of the 2. And that kind of made it a little bit more questionable. Let's use Undefined. We end up in the second secret room. Okay. Which also puts us right outside the boss room, which is actually nice. Oh, you didn't catch me when I was at the bottom of the screen there? Okay. Yeah, definitely no boss rush on this run. That was stupid of me. I kind of hope our angel room like doesn't open up so we can have a higher chance of getting one next time. But I also don't want to take red heart damage just for the sake of trying to avoid it. So I'm going to play like I normally would. And enjoy my absurdly good defense. Pretty much unless an enemy physically touches me, I am in very good shape. I would still like to get the soul. And we did not get a devil room, okay. We might be able to sneak another undefined charge and have a chance of getting an I Am Error room, which would be kind of cool actually. Because of course I Am Error room would mean most likely an extra item. And I would be all down for an extra item. Again, we could use some damage. We are only getting like defensive items. Outside of Rainbow Baby, we have gotten nothing that helps us offensively. That was a really stupid bit of damage to take. Let's go clear these last couple of rooms, see if we can get to that I Am Error room. Don't really want to play the slot machine, although I could, there's just no reason to. I've got the money for it, but I stand to gain next to nothing by playing the slot machine. I already have 3 pretty flies, I've got very good amount of red hearts. I've got more than enough health on the floor to fill them back up. That's undefined charge, so let's go pick up a red heart. And bloop. Took us back to the item room, okay. Of course, it was possible that it wasn't going to take us to the item area room. I'm not going to complain that it didn't. Let's hop down to Necropolis 2 or Depths 2. That is... Depths. Yay! Stars card. Deck of cards, not really what I'm interested in. I will use that 2 of clubs. We essentially got 4 bombs for that item room. It's like finding, it's almost like finding a remote detonator when that's not an item that you want. I really hate not being able to see these guys. But they are kind of going for my punching bag, so thanks for that, buddies. Try to get our 1 spirit heart back. We got double the spirit hearts we can hold. So many spirit hearts. Actually, no, more like so many red hearts that we can't hold all these spirit hearts. I feel like in Rebirth they made, you know, Spirit Heart builds less viable by the fact that you can't have more than 12 of them, but more viable by the fact that there are a lot more ways to get Spirit Hearts. It is nowhere near as hard to get a hold of a consistent series of Spirit Hearts in this game than it was in Base Isaac. We're gonna do this. It's gonna spawn us some spiders, make us some money. And it gave us the blood bag. So now we have 12 red hearts. We have no room for black or spirit hearts. This room is going to be a nightmare. This is just an absurd amount of health on this run. Now, you know, we do have the precedent for Deal with the Angel, so, I mean, there is a chance, a slim chance, as there always is when you have Deals with the Angel, to get the vaunted Sacred Heart, the item that is probably the hardest to come by, both in Wrath of the Lamb and in my experience in this game thus far. It is one of very few items that I have unlocked that I haven't seen. And, I mean, part of that's because I usually take Deals with the Devil with Reckless Abandon, but part of that too is just the fact that it is a very rare item in one of the hardest to access item pools. You know, the rare Devil Room stuff like Abaddon, you're going to come across that in Curse Rooms occasionally, and that's, you know, awesome. Or, you know, if you get Goat Head, you can go to Devil Room after Devil Room and get it. But Deals with the Angel are very often just health related. There are very, very many times when you don't get any item out of a Deal with the Angel. Which is, I think, part of the reason why I push so hard at Deals with the Devil, because they're more reliably going to help you run than a Deal with the Angel is. You know, Angel Rooms are also very good for getting the key to Mega Satan, but you're not going to be doing that on every run, let's be honest here. You're not going to want to go to Mega Satan on every run. As much as he's an awesome boss, he does take a pretty powerful run to have a chance against. I can't believe I actually took damage finally. Of course, the other disadvantage of having, you know, max red hearts is the fact that any damage we take is red heart damage. We don't really have the ability to buffer our red hearts and preserve our Deal with the Devil chances. We might as well buy this guy. We do have spiders spawning. And then we're going to donate as much as we can. I'm guessing the next reward is probably the one at 999. So, we got a ways to go, but for now we can watch this machine tick up. I want to see that number. Oh yes. Oh yes. It just actually took all my money. That is glorious. Oh yeah, I have the map. What am I doing? Why am I in this room? Thank you for crowding around me so much that your slime could not drift away. Yeah, that's right. Kill your friend! Do it now! Hey look, a spirit heart that I can't possibly ever pick up. Undefined is charged, by the way. I'm going to be waiting until after my fight with Mom here to use it. In case of I am error room. Of course we got Blue Mom, the hardest of the Mom fights. The order of difficulty in the Mom fight has not changed at all with Rebirth. Blue Mom is still the hard version, Red Mom is still easy mode, and regular Mom is still the intermediary. That's fine. That spider, not so fine. I just wasn't paying close enough attention. Same with that. I've taken a lot of damage on this fight. But I kind of expected as much. Mom is not necessarily the easiest of boss fights when you have very low damage. Especially Blue Mom. She is rather unpredictable. Which makes her much harder than a lot of the other late game bosses, who all have relatively predictable patterns. Oh my god, the spiders are so freaking annoying because they're hard to see. We're gonna survive. We do have, again, the defense of a goddamn king, but... Dear Lord. Yeah, this is definitely a run that I would love to reroll, although the defense is great. The killing power just ain't there at all. Not having a single item to help with offensive capabilities is not the most fun thing in the world. We're almost there. Whew. Do we go chest or do we go dark room? Let's go chest. I don't think this run has it in it to do the dark room. We're back to our item room, okay. Still can't pick that up. Money and red hearts, okay. Let's go explore a bit more of the floor. We can't hold spirit hearts, so there's no reason to blow that up. We might be able to get another charge on undefined, in which case we can go to this curse room for free. I would also consider making a walk back to the shop beforehand, just in case we get I am error, to donate as much more money as we can. Thank you for that free red heart. Spiders! Screw you. Yes, I decided to go in without waiting to have a charge. That was not just an accident, that was actually a decision I made to do. Tears down, oh great. That's just what I needed, even less offense. Okay, well, damn it. For lack of a better word to describe the situation. There's a bomb there I didn't pick up before. Hello, bomb. Where are you, Pill? Functionally, not much change. You're still taking money. I'm impressed. I would like to quickly check here for the secret room. Check here for the secret room. Check maybe over here. I'm pretty sure we just got back exactly the amount of bombs we spent trying to find this. Spiders again that almost landed on my head. And let's head down to the womb, I guess. If we don't get a deal with the angel for something good, or deal with the devil for something good on this floor, I don't think we stand a whole lot of a chance. Again, defensively, we're in a wonderful, wonderful position. Probably the best defensive position I have been in a run on Rebirth thus far. But offensively, we just don't have what we need. And it's all well and good to have, you know, good defense, but if the Isaac and Blue Baby fights are going to take you 15 minutes apiece, trying to slowly whittle down their health, how much good is that actually doing you to not be taking as much damage, instead of just having it over with sooner, and not winning, you know? I think we can at least beat Mom's Heart, but I don't know how much farther we can go than that without something good to tack on to this build. That was a risk that mostly paid off. Well, actually, it did the opposite of paying off. It put us in a room that I didn't have any purpose being in, that could have possibly damaged me, and it gave us 3 pennies, which we have nowhere to spend them because we are past the point where there are shops. So, I take that back. It didn't really help us much at all, but on the bright side, it didn't really hurt us. We got out of that without taking any damage. We do still have the wafer, which is of course going to slow down any potential death even more. We're almost back to our full HP as well. Just please don't be Mr. Fred. Okay. Well, you listened to me, you weren't Mr. Fred. Hey, you're charmed, buddy. You attack my punching bag while you're charmed. You act like I don't exist. Okay, that works. Well, we're not going to get a deal with the devil slash angel most likely. We did take a full heart of red heart damage. But we're going to get an item from that pool. Really? That's what you're going to give me, the razor? Oh my lord. I mean, I'll probably take it. With the wafer, that's going to give us the ability to get more damage for not a whole lot of cost. But I mean, it's not an ideal item. Don't think that it is for a moment. If there were any item that he could have dropped, the razor is one of the lower ones on my list. But it also depends on what this next undefined charge does. If we get an IMR room, well, we aren't going to take the razor, of course, because we might not have a way back out to grab it. But if it gives us just a, you know, essentially random teleport, we'll probably take the razor down with us. Popping that a couple times on a room could be a huge help in terms of our damage, which, as you can tell from that room, is pretty terrible. IMR, we get a compass. Okay. I was hoping for something a little bit better than that, but, sure. Oh yeah, we had the compass. That couldn't have possibly been a, couldn't have possibly been a dice room. Yes, attack your friend! Yeah, ha ha ha! That was awesome. Good job, Rainbow Baby. You are literally the only offensive upgrade I've got. Well, I mean, that's a full heal, so I mean, it's not the worst thing, but we already have 12 red hearts, you know. Could have been much better. Could have been much, much better. Well, let's be fair, it couldn't have been better because that's the only item drop that Gluttony can drop. But you know what I mean. You know, we could have gotten something that would have had a better item drop. Like, look at how long it's taking me to kill Dingle. We are facing Dingle on the Womb 2. And this is how long it's taking me to kill him. I can't believe I actually just took damage to that thing. Oh, this run. Oh, and it's Curse of Maze too. Awesome. Run to your friend! You got to your friend a bit late there, buddy. You're supposed to kill him, not just, you know, get over there, clump up with him, and then be like, you know what? You're actually a cool dude. Atta boy. Like, part of me is paranoid to use the, to use Undefined here. Because if we get an IMR room, that's going to take us to Sheol, most likely. I think it could take us to either, but it's most likely going to take us to Sheol. And if that happens, that's not really where we want to be. We have the Polaroid, not the negative. I didn't consider that fact when I was picking my choice of photo. I just considered which one I thought we had a better chance to win, which was slightly, by an ever so slight margin, I thought we have a better chance to win the chest than the dark room. But that depends on getting to the chest, which IMR could mess up. But I'm still going to risk Undefined. I'm going to risk it because I need something. Well, six hits for one of those guys, mind you. Count them, 6. I found pills. Now you might be wondering, you were right next to the boss room, why go through with all of this? Well, because we have less than 3, which is chilling in a room up here. And given the fact that I don't expect this mom fight to go well, this It Lives fight to go well, I don't expect us to die, but I don't expect it to go well. And given that, you know, I would like to have the path to that full heal completely open when the time comes to use it. Since I am relatively confident in my ability in the womb. We haven't taken all that much damage down here to begin with. I am going to risk it all, so to speak, to try to make that a reality. You're the only one of your friends to have come alive, Mr. Head. Why would you do this to me? Oh, of course we're gonna have to fight Blastocyst last. I probably should have saved that for if there was a curse on the next floor, but I felt like maybe it could do something for me. You know, there's no room for a soul heart, so maybe it would have, you know, given me a red heart, or I don't know what I expected, but I was hoping that it would do something. As long as we don't get hit in the last little bit of this room. Okay, net gain. We are almost back at full health for the mom fight. We have a full heal for after in the heart fight. We have a full heal for after the heart fight. We're gonna have probably 2 undefined uses if we so choose. This floor should go fine. Oh, this fight is going to take 4 freaking ever. I think this will turn out to be the longest Mom's Heart fight I have had in Rebirth, by orders of magnitude. Not the least of which because some of my shots are going to get blocked, and I have very low tear rate. Oh my god, I can barely even hit it. Oh lord, this is not going to be a fun fight. This is going to be hell. Yeah, just kill your spawns hard. Just kill them. I can barely shoot across this room. You should be taking a lot of damage from mom shots. Meanwhile, we are almost invincible to projectiles, so we're not in the worst of shape. On that one, at least. Just going to fight it as if I'm using I'm Dr. Fetus. And for the most part, when the bosses spawn, we're just gonna let Mom do the work. This is like absurdly good defense coupled with absurdly bad offense. And there go all of our bombs. I think we're benefiting from these knights still being alive. Because it's not really attacking because of the fact that they're still alive. Which means that we aren't dealing with any of its normal late fight ridiculousness. Okay. Ooh. This is the most pointless pickup of all time, mind you. And now the curse room that we never did end up going in. Oh yes, we did. We just didn't clear it because... Okay. Range down. Luck down. Oh, thanks, buddy. I mean, Lucky Rock's not the worst thing, but it's not something I'm all that interested in right now. That could let us fight Mega Satan. But again, this is not a run built for Mega Satan. I think this is the end. I don't think we make it to the chest. Unless we get some really, really easy cathedral rooms. Our boss isn't that far away, but it is decently far. Almost about as far as it could be away, honestly. Couldn't have just been like Cricket's Head or something. Just the tiniest little bit of damage would make such a world of difference. Like, our tier 8 is terrible. Our damage is borderline unupgraded. Okay, didn't we get like one thing that helped our damage early in the run? Let's see, we got Stigmata. So all of our well-being damage-wise is based off of our starting damage and Stigmata. If I could just like get Rainbow Baby to be able to shoot while I was hiding out over these rocks, I'd be a happy man. But I think that's only going to be able to happen when he shoots Spectral Tears, which is not often enough to rely on him to win this fight. Widow was briefly focusing on the punching bag, which was helpful. Why don't you come over here and smash those? Thanks. Thanks, buddy. And again, why don't you come over here and smash these? And the spiders too? Yeah, that helps. Keep up the good work killing your own babies. My bad. I don't know what just killed that one. Oh, there's still a spider alive, my bad, but c'est la vie. Bunch of pills. I found pills ×2. Bombs are key. Doesn't do anything for me. Well, the tankiness continues with that full health pill. Rules card says Chubb dislikes smoke, obviously hinting that Chubb does not want to be hit by bombs. That was bombs are key, that's right. Full health it is. I mean, it is helpful. We are going to get a period of invincibility when we get down to half a heart. And because of the wafer, we know we will end up at a half a heart at some point, if we're gonna die. So, I mean, full health is a huge benefit to have. But my god, is this just like... This is the most pure tank run I've ever had, I think. And that even compares to the challenge in Rebirth titled The Tank. I mean, even that was just no comparison for how tanky this build is. I honestly feel like, despite our terrible damage at this point, I don't know if there's actually a way we could lose. Like, we have such projectile defense, and I say as I get hit by a projectile, but such great projectile defense. We've got, you know, decent range that gets us the ability to stay a little bit back from enemies. Let's fight Isaac, shall we? Prepare for the longest Isaac fight of all time. Again, considering that I can't even hit him oftentimes because his tears block mine. Good job, Pretty Fly. Or Pretty Fly times 3 combo. Whew. I'll be honest, Punching Bag is helping out too by blocking a lot of these shots. How is my defense that good and my offense this freaking bad? Like, look how long we've been in this fight already, and look at where his health bar is. Sweet troll Cheegus. I need to toss the bomb in there. Did you watch me just get hit with that line of tears and not take any damage? This is what this run has come to. I am borderline invincible, and also the weakest thing on the planet. Like, I'm pretty sure I can just stand right here and not get hit by Isaac. The beams of light make that one slightly tougher, but I mean, guess I should just like leave these guys alive for now because, you know, at least I can charm them. And if I kill him, he's just gonna spawn more. I mean, there's no doubt about that. They aren't really doing a whole lot negative to me except for blocking some more of my shots. Da, 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 da. Or what would be a better appropriate waiting theme? Should we just do Jeopardy? Do 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 do. This is just goddamn comical. I have lost like 2.5 hearts in the like 5 minutes it's taken me to get down his health halfway. Like, that's the key point here. His health is about halfway. It's not even like he's, you know, close to death and I've been going on for so long and, you know, taking that damage. No, this is like, he is at half health and I am still having trouble doing anything against him. I really wish I could get rid of this, thank you. I think this is also the first time where I've ever seen him do more than one cycle of attacks when he's in phase 3 in a row. It's usually just one attack and then beams of light from heaven and then one attack and then beams of light from heaven. So this is new to me. I did not actually know that there was another attack pattern for this. Yeah, just fire at me, Isaac. Let's see how often you hit me, okay, buddy? So far, you're at a pretty low percentage rate here. Holy hell, I am overpowered. Like, if I had damage, I would have, like, the most fun run ever right now. Instead, I've got, like, the most annoying run ever because I am invincible, but I also can't do damage. So how you guys doing, huh? I mean, this fight looks like it's going to be going on for a little while longer. Still got this full health pill. Apparently that's going to survive until Blue Baby. I didn't expect that. Just going to get up real close so I hopefully hit him more than I hit his shots. Yeah, I understand. You fire a lot of tears. You're not hitting me. You might want to rethink your strategy, buddy. Oh my god, you actually got a tear in. Good job. Wow! Hello, chest. What have you got for me? Homing bombs, revenge fly, guillotine, and mascara. Well, mascara kind of sucks for the shot speed down, but its damage? Guillotine I'm not going to take. Guillotine is a troll item. Poison touch will help. And honestly, Eve's mascara is a pretty terrible item to pick up here as well, because it makes Okay, was that mostly poison touch damage? Yeah, because our tiers do not do nearly that much damage. You go, yellow fly. This will become the run of relying on everything but my tiers for damage. This is like a challenge run right here. Like, we might as well not be able to fire tiers. Granted, on the last, on the Isaac fight, that would have screwed us over. We would not have had a way to kill him. But we would have had, you know, Rainbow Baby. And given how little damage we took, I think Rainbow Baby might have been enough, to be honest with you. I'm taking more damage here because I'm fighting against melee enemies. Enemies that are trying to get up in my face and attack me. Boss is top right. I don't think that damage up was worth the tears and shot speed into the floor that it required. Whew. Death is annoying, but really I can't do much in the way of prioritizing my attacks. I pretty much chose how to prioritize that room in the way of what is going to take the least amount of time to kill. And the answer to that was Pestilence. Death had more potential to do damage, Pestilence was going to die quicker. We should try to kill Gluttony last, if we have any choice in the matter, which according to our fly we do not. Oh, we do. It's not much, but it's a little bit. You know what? We should, Okay. Okay, and we're gonna have to fight Gertie. That's not so bad. You know what? Go, Attack Fly. And my giant spider friends. Okay, yeah, that was a good choice to take a hit there at the beginning. Okay. What was that strategy you say? That was the abuse my, oh god, my poison touch and my attack fly. And we're going back to it a bit because things are not going so well the other way. And so really, we are coming down to use everything but my tears to kill the boss. But we did it, and holy crap! That run was actually, like, horribly tedious and amazingly fun all at the same time. I don't know what to say. We were borderline invincible. I mean, we were standing there tanking everything that Isaac threw at us without getting hit. We ran up and just stood in Blue Baby to kill him with Poison Touch, our Revenge Fly, and a little bit of Rainbow Baby. And it worked. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. And see you later.